Welcome to PLM and Vinyl, the webcast for everyone interested in SAP PLM and surrounding topics. In our show, you will see and hear the latest updates from SAP, CENIT and our partner products, along with some customer interviews. And now meet your hosts, Paul Cassidy and Sascha Schwenker.
Welcome to the latest edition of PLM and Vinyl, the show where Sascha and I look to fuse our passions for rock and roll music vinyl with PLM, product lifecycle management. We've had just an outstanding reaction to our first 5 videos. So much so that Sascha and I have been on tour all summer. We're actually in Fort Worth, Texas at the moment. Yeah,
PI show.
Yeah, PI show, Product Innovation, PLMX Congress, sharing with like-minded, passionate PLM visionaries and ourselves. So what we wanted to do today in particular was look at SAP's Document Management System, DMS.
Yeah, very basic topic.
Basic but powerful.
Yep.
Powerful.
Foundation of all PLM systems.
Yeah, powerful but basic. So basically Sascha's going to take us on a whistle-stop tour through DMS. So in our customer bases, Sascha, what kind of project, what drives a company to take advantage of DMS? DMS is typically something customers have for free in the SAP world.
They do.
It's
yes.
a technology.
It comes with a normal ECC license.
Yeah, so it's there at their fingertips, but a lot of companies don't take advantage of it for a variety of factors.
Yeah, most people don't even know that they have a full-fledged PLM system or a document management system in their system. So, they're using the ERP's part, they're using material management, BOM management, but a lot of companies don't even realize that they have DMS already bought into their license or brought into their license from SAP.
So it's a powerful extension of PLM, but there are companies who use it without actually going either full PLM or even a partial PLM. They just use it for document management. They got pots of documents around the place, and the drivers could be some mainframe they're on is coming to end of life, or a database or an application is expiring or has a big upgrade charge, or maybe they just have file systems all over the place and they want to pull things together. They have multiple copies, they haven't got control, they haven't got viewability, they haven't got access.
Or they just want to get it tighter to their ERP system. So a lot of companies are using material management already, BOM management, and they just want to have one click to their documents. So for example, engineering documents, specification, basically all documents you can somehow relate to a material master. So if they use document management, they can link them directly to the material master, and they're really only one click away.
Great, powerful. Right, so I just realized something. We've overlooked the vinyl part of it. We're just about to get into the demonstration, but I'm very excited about this. Got this from Germany.
Really? I can't believe it.
Yeah, look.
Okay, from Germany.
You're
not coming with David Hasselhoff, please.
Why would you think that I would get an album from the man who outsold Michael Jackson?
I knew it.
Look at that. Look at those blue eyes. This was before they had Photoshop.
Is this Looking for Freedom? Yes.
Look, it's got all the big ones.
Yeah.
Sascha. The man sold 6 million records in Germany.
He was responsible for Germany's reunion, wasn't he?
He had 1 million people standing around him while he sang "Looking for Freedom" on the Berlin Wall.
Yeah.
He's got all the big ones. Is everybody happy? Lonely as the night. Je t'aime means I love you.
Okay.
While I was Googling it, I found out one fascinating piece of information as I was looking through it. How many languages does David Hasselhoff speak?
In all reality?
Yeah.
One?
That's correct. I'm like, it must be. Oh, it's one. It's English. So, anyway, you'll see how this mysteriously relates to what we're talking about today.
Okay.
If I can think of something. Anyway, so that said,
let's
see a little bit of DMS.
Okay.
See if we can hold even the smallest candle to David Hasselhoff. The Hoff.
I can't believe that you came up with David Hasselhoff today. All right, so let's have a look here. So what we are looking at is document management in the NetWeaver Business Client, and there are different UIs you can use. You can use the normal SAP GUI, you can use the NetWeaver Business Client NWBC, you can use a portal, for example, you can use web documents, you can use Engineering Control Center, the CAD integration. Today I just show you one interface, and this is the NetWeaver Business Client. So if you open NetWeaver Business Client under Documents, there's one big area for search. So here I can really search for almost everything, all metadata inside the document info record. So I can search for the description, the name who created it, classification items, really all kinds of stuff I can get out of here.
And what about inside the documents, like Google deep text kind of searching?
Actually, good point. You can also look inside the document as long as this document is indexable. So for example, if you generate out of a Word document a PDF, this PDF will be most likely be indexable.
Okay.
What we also saw on CAD documents, if there are kind of written text inside the CAD document, this is also indexable, so you find the information. So if we have the text inside a Word, Excel, PowerPoint, as I said, some CAD documents, PDFs, you will find this as well.
So you can do smart searches, save searches, all
full
that
text
good
search,
stuff.
full text search, yes. So this is basically the search area. Then you have here a couple of active queries. You can see your favorite documents, the last accessed documents, recently changed, checked out. So you see here, this is my favorite document. It's a Lego assembly digger. This is actually my recently changed. So my favorite is the shovel actually. Then you can build personal work list where you can define a predefined query, give me all the documents which are released, all my documents released, or all my documents in work. And you can basically refresh this query and it always gives you the newest result up to date from today. And then you have here the document browser where you can have access to your public, to your company documents, but also to your private documents. So you see here I have my Schwenker documents here, and if I open this one, then I have my Engineering Control Center document. So this is really
Schwenker documents are Sascha Schwenker's documents.
Yeah, these are my private documents compared to the company documents, the public documents. And here I can dive in. So you see here my different folder structures, and I can go all the way down to the final document. So if I want to go into one document, I can just take, for example, my recently changed one. And here I can go into the so-called document info record. So this is really the record of all information. So what you see here is the description, the status, when it was released, by what user it was released, the user, if we released it with a change management. So this goes right away into the SAP change management. This was released with this change number. You see all the originals. So originals are really the files attached to the document info record. And here in the file area, if this would be a CAD document like this one, I can actually open this. And what you see here is a 3D viewer. It's the Visual Enterprise viewer. From here I can put a section plane around this. I can do measurements. So I can do a lot of stuff with the information. Yeah, you see here. So I can get a measurement here out of this. So I can really do some DMU functionalities inside the viewer. So this just gives me the general data or the metadata. So apart from this, I can add several descriptions to this document. So if we are working in an international company, I could have the English, the German, the French, the Spain, etc.
Yeah. Though David Hasselhoff would only understand one of those, the English.
The English, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the language of freedom.
Or the language of freedom. Two of those.
Yeah. So here in the status management, I see here the status flow of the document info record. Not to be confused with the workflow. So a lot of companies or a lot of people think, oh, this is my workflow. But no, this is really describing a precise status in time of this document. Is it in work? Is it release? Is it to be checked, etc., etc.
It's kind of a passive. If it's a workflow, it's a very passive one. It's just sitting at certain points till somebody has the initiative, as opposed to workflow, which would prompt people and
to do something. You're absolutely right. So here you see here this document went through a lot of status because this is kind of my play around document. So this went from to be checked, released, admin released. You see here when it was happening. You see here the user, full name, etc., etc. So this is the status management. And then from my point of view, one very, very important part of document management, and I mentioned this before, you can link this to other objects inside your ERP system. So in this case, I linked it to a material master. And so right from the material master, you can open this document, get right away to the files attached to it, and you don't need to navigate around the system. You don't need to go to your file system. It's kind of right there. From here on, we go to attributes, or how we call this characteristic values. And here you can classify or assign attributes to each document and say, for example, the project number of this one is this way. In this case, it's an engineering document. You see it's CATIA V5, release 27, and the weight is 0.95 kilogram in this case. And this could be an endless list.
This is as powerful as the company is organized to take advantage of it.
Yeah,
basically.
the pros and cons is always, we usually recommend to have maybe a hand or two handful of attributes here, because at the end of the day, somebody needs to enter the values. And if like you said, if nobody's entering the values, yeah, it's not as powerful anymore. Then you have here original processing. So this is basically showing me all the different originals, and you see here also the 3D original. This could be, as I said, this could be any files. This could be a Word document, an Excel file, company specification, and so on and so on. And then you have the authorization and the process route. The process route is kind of an ad hoc workflow where I can send this document over to somebody else to approve it and potentially to change the status into a more following status. So this really was an overview of document management here. Again, it gives you the ability to save files, documents, in a so-called document info record. This document info record can be assigned to a status network. It can have a version, so we have full version and revision management inside document info record. It obviously gets a number. It gets a document type. So with a document type, for example, you could classify, is this an engineering document? Is this more a sales document? Is this a quality document? Is this a manufacturing work instruction? So you can really, on a high level, put these document types in different buckets, always to find them inside the system later on, and so on.
Great. All right. Well, basic but powerful is how I would describe that tool. And this man's rock and roll that brought a country, a world together.
Okay.
And possibly, if you implement this right, possibly SAP DMS can do that for the departments across a company. It's manufacturing, it's engineering, it's quality, it's testing, prototyping, pulling them all together.
So you're really saying SAP DMS is for SAP like David Hasselhoff is for rock music?
And for Germany, and for the world.
Oh, please. All right, so with this one, we kill the session, and...
Might have been a stretch too far this time. Anyway, thank you very much for bearing with us this time. I enjoyed torturing Sascha with David Hasselhoff again, and see you next time. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye, guys.